I have experienced and witnessed racism. For me, racism is a greater system that's over society, and so that just trickles down into pretty much everything that we do. I experience it every day. We were really focused on what was happening in the home and trying to manage. It was happening to me and affecting me, but I wasn't aware of it because those weren't the conversations that happened in my culture.
One of the biggest impacts, I think, in terms of when my parents brought up racism in my life was I watched I think it was like 3-hour film on Malcolm X when I was like pretty young, and it was really hard for me to see because there was like violence in it and stuff. I remember my parents had me watch that, and we talked about it afterwards. And so that sunk into me a lot, and I remember asking a lot of questions and having a lot of conversations with them afterwards because that was kind of a complex film, and it was a really one of the first times I remember having a complex, interesting conversation with my parents about racism.
Simple awakening it's a good thing because now there are other people in my culture that I can share it with who don't understand. I think there are people who live on a really basic level and like don't understand that there is a way out, or that there is the next space, or that there is even this system. Attending events where they're discussing racism and listening to people who are having issues with it and who are needing comfort and wanting to talk about it. So I learned about it from people who are close to me from my community.
I think restorative justice is a key component to actually combating racism. I think empathy is a key component. I think engaging others in conversation. But I think none of this will do anything if we aren't giving folks of color power, if we aren't hiring folks of color, if we aren't acknowledging the systemic racism that exists in our cultures and what those systems are doing to oppress people of color.